Hey guys, Coach Ben here, bigbenchas.com, and today I want to talk about how you can be successful in the bench press despite having long arms and not the best structure for it. So maybe you're a little bit on the taller side, your arms are all the way, I got a huge wingspan, might be a great deadlifter, but when it comes to the bench, pays to have these little T-Rex arms. But don't feel like it's all for naught. You can still find good success in the bench press despite having those long arms. All right, and what I tell lifters is nothing really changes from the technical aspects of the bench press. Just because you have longer arms doesn't mean anything in that process changes. You're still trying to do everything to maximize your setup, set you in the best position possible, and create the most tightness. All right, nothing there is really going to change despite you having long arms, okay? But there is some tips and tricks that I want to share with you that is going to help out. I got 3 good ones right here. All right, first one will be prioritizing shoulder retraction. So one of the quickest ways you can shorten your arms per se and cut range of motion is through shoulder retraction. What do I mean by that? If you take a look here at my arm length, right, this is just me relax, shoulders to side. All right, I can either protract out, create a longer arm, or I can retract back and create a shorter arm. Okay, you want to prioritize that retract back. So everything we do in the setup, everything we do get the bar out is to further retract, and we could cut a good probably inch. You'd be surprised, a good inch off that whole range of motion. So you could go from long arms to, oh, not so bad. Okay, so we have to prioritize that. That's number one. The next thing, good lat activation, good loading into the lats. All right, if a longer arm bencher had any advantage, it would probably be that they have more of that stretch reflex. They have more of that eccentric pattern. So they can essentially get a bigger spring off the chest than someone with shorter arms. Okay, because they're loading so much, building up so much eccentric strength to stretch reflex from. Okay, so that's probably the biggest advantage, if any, from a long-armed bencher's perspective. So take advantage of that. In order to take advantage of that, you have to gather as much tightness as possible coming down with the bar. So you really have to learn how to load your lats. All right, what is one thing you want to avoid that will kill that for you? All right, if you're a long-arm bencher, first, right, prioritize the shoulder retraction. See how I drop the bar just like that? Boom, sink it down. That's going to cut range. Then don't bench like this. Right? What am I doing when I bench like this? I'm loading up my chest. All right? As a long arm bencher, I want to take advantage of everything I can loading up my lats, because that's my only advantage probably on the bench press. So I'm going to make sure that I am tucking enough that my arm's at about a 45-degree angle from my body, and when I'm coming down, I'm trying to catch the bar with my back. I'm trying to drive my shoulders further down towards my hips, retract them, load the lats, build that tightness as I come down, and then boom, spring right off it. Okay, because that is, again, my biggest advantage as a long arm bencher. All right, don't heave the bar. All right, the biggest tool you have is that tightness we just talked about. Heaving the bar instantly kills that. Okay, so if you were to bring that bar down, then you relax, let it sink, and then you look for this big pop off the chest. Okay, sure, that'll help you get off the chest a bit, but it's not from tightness. It's not from stretch reflex, right? That's just from you dropping position and pushing your chest into it. All right, that's not going to help because you have a long ways to go, and that tricep's going to have to kick in hard and rebalance all that weight. Okay, so not a great strategy. Leg drive needs to be intact the whole time. Okay, wider grip. So as a longer arm bencher, if I'm closer, I have to travel further. Not necessarily a bad thing. You do want to make sure that you're in a good position for force transfer so everything's stacked. But a good strategy as a long arm bencher, if you want to cut more range of motion, go wider. Right? A wider grip, less you have to press the bar. All right? A closer grip, the more I have to press the bar. All right? So if you want to take advantage of even more cut and range of motion with long arms, widen the grip out a little bit. All right, but make sure it makes sense for you in your strength levels. If you can't lift as much with a wider grip, something to work towards, but not going to pay off in the immediate. So those are 3 things that you can start applying immediately a long arm bencher in order to find success, okay? It doesn't mean that you're destined to suck on the bench. It means you're going to have to overwork a few things, but at the end of the day, it comes down to the effort that you put into it. Long arms or not, you could still be successful in the bench press. Coach Ben here, and you know where to find me. You can meet me on a bench.